Chris, I know you've been associated with the restaurant world for, I mean, I guess in theory we could say your entire life, but really, what, 15 years or so?
Yeah, I mean, my first restaurant job when I was in high school. Done a little bit of everything. Jumped in full time after college and grad school and everything. About maybe 12 years ago, something like that. But worked, making beer money on the weekends through college, and I've always kind of been a part of it. So yeah.
So have you ever seen um, anything as dramatic or
No,
drastic or as wild as what we're going through now?
no, I mean, I see it through the lens of a restaurant guy, but I think we all are seeing it, fill in the blank for whatever industry it might be. And I think the restaurant industry, hospitality industry, you throw hotels in there, has been hit hardest to probably anybody. So yeah, it's uncharted territories, and I think there's a lot of folks that are trying to figure out, how to make things work, and one of the hardest things I think is not knowing kind of where the end in sight is. So yeah.
Who do you think's leading the charge right now? Who's the most innovative that you've seen?
Chef Jose Andres he's the one that went down to Puerto Rico and fed like 5 million meals or something like that. And he was a chef and saw an opportunity. He's doing the same thing here, which I think is pretty cool. I think one of the biggest things people can try and do is give back. Right now, if you can't really, if your hands are tied business wise, well, all right, well, we're still here. We still have time to fill. How can we help other people? But the guys out in Canlis, out in Seattle, they were one of the first few folks. They high end, a bunch of James Beard Awards. They said, all right, well, we can't obviously serve fine dining food to people, so we're gonna utilize the resources we have here. You did a drive through for burgers. They have one of their I think one of their behind the scenes people is a really good baker. They did bagels for breakfast and found new ways to kind of take care of the needs of their customers, but also found ways to give customers what they want. And I think at the end of the day, like y'all can probably agree, I think we want to be a part of the community as much as possible, especially when we're stuck at home all day. So I think there's a lot of cool ways we can try to innovate.